In my soul.
With Dondo and Adam.
He ruined my soul, Robert.
We are on, fellas.
Okay. So we are hot. We are live. This is Jim Crashers. We have my man to the right, Adam. According to Woods.
What's up, party people? Sorry, I've been kind of MIA.
Missing in America.
But Joey the Bull, holy crap, that dude is an enigma, and he filled in.
Wait, what'd you call me?
It started with an E, I swear.
Okay.
Ignoramus is what we're going with. Joey Bull is an ignoramus, but he's got a beautiful voice.
He does.
And
a nice head of hair. That's a head of hair.
Yeah, man.
Right?
He's got a
helmet.
I appreciate it.
Helmet. You give good helmet.
Thanks to ladies, excuse the panel over here, but
which is a nice crescendo because we have the wonderful Annette Coles with us.
Annette Coles from Kayani, right?
From many places.
Many places.
There you go.
She represents Kayani. I think you're still representing that, right?
I
Okay.
do, absolutely.
Okay. If you need your nitric oxide for whatever reason you need it for, see Annette Coles.
Yeah, you will need it. And I'll tell you why.
Yes. I'll tell you why, Adam.
I know why.
Make your wife happy.
Because Joey the Bull gets lifted.
We're going to give Joey the Bull some nitric oxide.
I would love some.
Right? It'll keep your hair black permanently.
That'd be awesome. Will it change my voice?
Hey, babe, what are we doing? Fallon Fox already? We're only 3 minutes into the show, people. Come on, pace yourself.
Okay.
Come on, we don't want to be a Mexican luchador and give our shit all out there.
A shout out to Cauliflower Nation. Look at that behind us.
Chris Crail, what's up, dude?
Chris
And
Crail's
Our
a
Life
homie.
CBD.
Oh,
Yes, because our life would be incomplete.
from our life to yours, right?
Ooh, I like that.
We love it. And Robert and I are now part owner of that company, so please hit us up for some CBD because that is what we do now.
Well, can I
See
have-
me for the
Can I have
CBD.
some?
That's right.
Back in the day, my people used to
Your
do
people?
CBD. And
OPP?
they're doing
You mean
25 to life.
They
still,
smoked the THC and they got the CBD
Yes,
from it?
The Fijians. That's what I'm talking about.
Did they have
CBD.
the THC in Fiji in those days? Or were they just drinking kava?
Or is
You
it
know
in
what?
their
I'm
water?
not going to comment because I'm here in the States and I can plead the fifth. So there's that.
Now Adam is
I'm out.
Adam is a king in his chiefdom in Fiji, and he's regarded as royalty. He walks around with a straw hat and a pair of coconuts on his chest and a banana leaf on his friend and running things on the island of Viti Levu.
And it's very scary when you visit Adam in Fiji because I walk in the island one day
Yeah.
and all I hear is Deo,
Yep.
Deo.
Yep.
Wrong fucking island, guys.
Same shit.
They call. This is scary Belafonte.
Would you like to chime in?
Oh, God. I'm just having... You guys are entertaining me.
Yes.
Okay.
All good.
All right. There we go. We're
Thank you.
entertaining our
Learning
guests.
Bring it
everything about
back.
Because we made like Blake Troop fall asleep the last time he
We
was
do
on.
because he's something
Nick
else.
Putea as well.
I love Nick
Who's
Putea.
Polynesian too. So
The panda Polynesian.
Yeah. What happened?
Scary Belafonte.
I put the thing close to her face.
Pull it up.
Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't pick
Right.
up
Can
unless
you
you're
hear me
there.
now?
There you go. We're doing Sprint commercials as well. Or actually, it was the Verizon. Now he's a Sprint guy because
yeah.
you don't want to.
Metro
How's that?
PCS for the poor people,
How am I doing, Robert? Better? Yay.
There you go.
Awesome.
like
Right on.
myself. Yes.
Annette,
us.
what brings it in today?
Wow, God. I was down at the new Jim Crashers gym
Yep.
the other day before the grand opening, and it was awesome. John was teaching me some private lessons there, which was awesome. Always appreciate the tutelage.
We do the
So that was
privates.
great. That was really great.
Now, was your car safe out there?
What's that?
Was your car safe?
As far as I know,
Okay, so I want to make sure.
didn't get keyed. Nobody took anything.
When I went out there the other night, it was on top of bricks, no tires at all.
For real?
My poor Prius, yes.
Oh, that's not good.
Judas Prius.
I just love that Annette news.
So
John
just
DeLo-
take an Uber if you're gonna go
private
visit Jim Crasher.
and
Just take
tutelage.
an Uber.
That was John Arredondo, Privates and Chulich, not John DeLoe. John
Oh.
DeLoe is my instructor and teacher of all things jujitsu.
so
But she came and rolled with me.
You're the
Yeah,
private
I rolled.
person.
I do the privates.
Oh, damn. Right
However
on.
you want to
Awesome.
read into that, but I can.
There we go.
Look at that. Is that
Wow,
available
what is
for
that?
our viewers, Robert, or are we just looking at that? Okay, Robert.
What are we
Robert
looking
went
at?
out and filmed today in the lovely city of Irvine. Team Iridium, Louis Smolka. Yep, the whole crew, the Hawaiian crew. I accidentally called Louis Smolka Russell Dewani. He had a heart attack. He said, "Just because I'm Hawaiian, you think we all look the same?" I said, "No, because none of you look like Robert."
So what's the history? What's our special guest here?
This is Annette Coles.
Annette,
Yes.
So what about you, Nick Coles?
Well,
Tell
she's
us
a
a little
special
more
person.
What
about
about me? Well, I was on the show back
She
in
has done
January
it.
with
Okay.
the whole wellness segment. Talked about all things anti-inflammation, which there's a lot involved there. We talked some story. I gave him some.
There's a lot of inflammation
Yeah.
in this room, so yeah, tell us.
It's pretty inflated.
Especially if you go down to TJ and
We
come
could
back.
kill an elephant with the inflammation in this room.
I think we have.
Right?
He's laying in the stairwell.
This is detox waiting to happen.
There you go.
Mostly the
Oh my
couches
God.
are full of it.
So essentially, Annette, could you cure our elephant friend in laying in the stairwell from all the?
Who's your elephant
Yes,
friend?
actually, I did.
Okay.
I was a little
Yes.
afraid to walk in
Dumbo?
the room.
Dumbo? Are you
Okay,
watching
right
Dumbo?
on.
Kidding, I'm
All right,
kidding. Most
I love
things
it.
Don't scare me.
I love it. So speaking of things that aren't scary, you are heavily into jujitsu.
She is.
And that's kind of a nice jump off and a crescendo to inflammation because in all combat sports we have a lot of inflammation, right? A lot of
Indeed we do.
top level athletes are dealing with injuries that might go undiagnosed, and a lot of it stems from inflammation. So
Absolutely, and that it's so interesting too. I've there's so many different aspects to inflammation, and it's everything that you do to combat inflammation. Most people do the opposite. They take anti-inflammatories and they're constantly icing, which is all great at being an analgesic and making it feel good. But that inflammation triggers pain, and that pain is there for a reason because it actually triggers things in your body to help heal injury. So jury's still out on whether or not it's really great to ice all the time. Ice baths are all the rage, but the best thing to do with that is contrast. You get the heat and the ice.
okay.
So that is really beneficial. There's a lot that you can do. I'm getting big into breathing techniques, performance breathing, and there's a lot of oxygenation to the blood that happens when you're doing that. And I'm actually going to be starting teaching that here pretty soon. I'm very excited.
I need to learn how to breathe.
Yes. You guys know Laird Hamilton, right?
Yes, we do.
They do
Yes,
surfer.
absolutely.
He actually started a program called XPT.
He better because he's underwater a long time.
Yes, and it's just basically it's a extreme training, and it's all breathing techniques, doing certain things underwater, some of it on land, and it's a really interesting program. I haven't dived real deep into it yet, but I'm considering the certification because I think it would be a great addition to what fighters are already doing. And I also, since the last time I was on the show, I've been working at UFC in Huntington. As a coach
UFC
there.
Huntington Beach.
Wow.
Lots changed since
Yeah.
January. Lots happened. I tell
like
you,
it.
I've had like I said, a lot of irons in the fire.
A lot has happened
A lot
since
has
January,
happened,
right?
yeah. So I'm like kind of jumping around, but
No,
make
it's
sure
good.
I get it all out there.
It's good. We're almost halfway through the year, so it's kind of good to do a mid-year wrap-up, right?
Yeah,
Figure out where
yeah.
we're at,
God, I can't
do a
believe we're
pulse
almost
check.
halfway through the year.
I'm almost
It's
a year
crazy.
older. How does that
Yes.
happen?
Yeah, don't talk about that. That doesn't
Right?
happen.
I don't
We
age.
don't age.
I don't age.
637.
I don't believe in aging.
People in my family get pregnant, they pop out babies, and I don't age.
That's right. You don't.
Everybody's
None
got to
of
have a
us do.
caveat, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right,
There's a
right,
catch and a
right,
give
right.
it to someone.
It is what it is.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I like that yaman. Yaman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I played into
We're
his Jamaican
jamming.
theory. Goodness.
I want to jam it with you.
Oh, do you want to jam it
I
with
do.
me?
I'll jam.
Mossberry Farm
I
is
said I
down
want to
the
jam
road.
it in you, but you know.
We went there.
Joey.
We went there. We went there, folks. High quality entertainment with the Gym Crashers. No, but going back to the breathing.
Joey almost fell off the couch, by the way.
Yeah.
Anywho,
He couldn't wait for me to
going,
say that to
Going back
him.
to the breathing and jiu-jitsu, they've kind of been intertwined. I want to reference, Hickson Gracie's choke, where, we really saw his level of breathing and the kind of, for the time, it was a little bit kind of against the grain in terms of how he would shift and what have you with his body. And I believe we're seeing that with his son, Kron.
That's right.
Where they really kind of adapt to their training. So
It's gymnastica natural. I don't know how you say it in their accent. but
natural
it's,
gymnastics?
Yeah, it's gymnastica, they call it. It's
I'm
natural,
familiar
yeah.
with that.
I know it looks like
Gymnastics,
gymnastics,
yeah.
but it's not. It's got to do with breathing and more like stretching, like yoga and
Yeah.
Pilates. They have their own thing. Like the Gracie diet, they have their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Right? I can't stick to any of it, but I think it's wonderful.
Well, I feel like if you take what works for you and just
Yeah.
incorporate a lot of different things, which
Right.
is what I do. That's what I have found over the years works for me. I think up through November of last year, I mean, I've been at jiu-jitsu, and I'm embarrassed to even say it, 3 years, and I'm still a white belt. It's okay. I kept getting hurt.
That's
and I didn't know
normal.
how
That's
to not
normal
get
to
hurt.
be a white belt for 2 to 3 years. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
There's
I mean,
not
it's
that
a-
many belts in jiu-jitsu, so they shouldn't be just handed out.
Absolutely.
Unless
I
they-
wouldn't expect it to go any fast. I mean, I'm not expecting anything anyway because I don't have expectations other than to get better every day. So
It's a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Adam gave up at white belt too, I think.
yeah, man. Now it's just like an extra notch in the belt.
Now it's like a gray belt because
Pretty
it just
much.
has soot all over.
yeah, pretty much. Like I don't even wear the gi anymore. I've got one gi and that's it.
That's okay.
But it's
At least you got one.
No, but I mean, in terms of like overall progression, I just saw this weekend at CFFC 75 in
75. There's that many?
yes, there are.
Is this the
Absolutely.
first one on the West Coast?
Don't know, but CM Punk was there.
That's huge.
Terrion Ware.
Terrion Ware, right?
Right, and Shohei Yamamoto, get well, buddy,
Big stuff,
because
buddy.
He separated his shoulder.
Yeah.
But we
Ugly.
actually saw Heber Castillo, who is a white belt, win via rear naked choke in the second round against a purple belt.
I love
wow.
that.
Right.
I know, I love that too.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, I mean, in terms of like this is not a sprint, it's a marathon, right?
Absolutely.
In terms of training and what have you. And even if you were a black belt, 7 years ago, the level of competition has infinitely grown, right? So, how has this like journey been for you? You kind of mentioned your injuries, which is kind of crazy because we were talking about inflammation. Were any of your injuries inflammation related?
No, inflammation happened as a result of the injuries.
There you go.
I tore a shoulder, I want to say 11 years ago, and I've just been dealing with that. I was fine for years, could do all kinds of push-ups, anything, never bothered me. But I think when I got really big into kickboxing and boxing a couple years back, just that repetitive motion, I knew I was done. Like, I just can't do that anymore. And that's kind of when I really got into jiu-jitsu at the time. I started dabbling in it at the time, I should say, because it wasn't as, it wasn't that repetitive motion, but it still hurts. Someone
Right.
grabs you the wrong way or you pull the wrong way. So it's been hit and miss. So what ended up happening is, when you're a white belt, you don't know what you don't know, right? Someone puts you in a position that you're not expecting and you get hurt. And so that's what was happening to me frequently. And over time, I realized, okay, now I know what not to do. I know how to keep myself out of certain situations. I learned to tap sooner, and I can keep going. I still hurt, but I keep going. The shoulder is probably never going to get better unless I have surgery, and even then, it's not guaranteed.
Stem cells.
Right? So I'm holding out for that.
I'm going to
I am.
Mexico. I'm
I
going to
do
pump some
everything I can
Valvoline
for
into
it.
my neck.
Hold on, party people. You've got problems. Rock LA in downtown Los Angeles.
Rock LA. I can't afford it, but I love it.
Oh, we'll talk.
Okay.
We'll talk, guys. But they are the leading outpatient robotic surgery center
Send me.
on the West Coast.
Yes.
But they are implementing things like stem cells,
I love
like
that.
IV treatments, vitamins, and what have you.
Awesome.
And
Every
they just-
fighter I know goes there.
Yeah, absolutely. They just helped out Carla Esparza.
I love that,
She was
yeah.
dealing with an injury right before her fight, thinking about pulling out of it, and
Fixed her
She
up.
showed up at Rock LA, and
Nice.
she was able to fight and win.
And Troop's coming back off being hit by a train, and he's just recovering well.
Yeah, I was also in that. Car.
Yeah, you're also in that train wreck.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the dog.
Yes.
And your gray gi in the
Yes,
back seat.
absolutely. Actually, it was like Daisy Dukes.
Whoa!
But anyway.
You roll with Daisy Dukes with all that junk in your trunk? My
you know what?
goodness.
Sometimes you got to get your fill.
Wow, you do.
There you go.
That
10
explains
points.
it.
We're popping the audience here.
Whoa.
I'm just saying. But yeah, so again, first off, like, where are you training?
Oh, well, last time I was here, again, see, things are changing
Yeah.
all the time. I'm always taking things to the next level. I started off at Condacoma,
Okay.
which I love. I absolutely love them there.
Goodbye to G Moa, producer extraordinaire.
And still love them. My kids go there. My ex-husband goes there. That's
Okay.
another change since the beginning of the year.
Our friend John Moon trains
which
there.
is
Shout
why-
out to John
Hi,
Moon.
guys. Which is part of the reason why I found a new home. I did train at UFC for a little while.
Okay.
Unfortunately, my training schedule there and the schedule of classes that they had conflicted, so I
Right.
could no longer train there. And I was getting a lot of recommendations from some other Checkmat people
Oh.
to try out Checkmat Dojo by Leo Vieira.
Wow.
Seal Beach.
Yeah.
Can't beat the
And-
location. Main Street, up on top,
Yeah.
restaurants,
Oh,
the
my
beach.
gosh. And they kind of
Patty Fontes.
Yes, Patty's amazing.
Right.
Amazing. I could finally take her Thursday night classes. I was teaching a class over at UFC at the same time when I got started over there. But I've been there for a couple months now, and I'd say just I've been devoted no less than twice a week, 3 times usually. And anytime they have an open mat, try to make that. So it's very much more consistent than I was before.
Yeah.
And
A
learning
different
lot.
vibe, I bet.
Very different vibe. Yeah. Love Kondakoma, like I said. Chris is amazing. Very intense, which for my shoulder was a problem because
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to train, as
Yeah.
regularly.
Yeah.
So
Wouldn't be able to train at all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then,
So-
for those who don't know, Kondakoma, I mean,
That's
is
the name.
the definitive article of jiu-jitsu.
Maeda.
So, yeah.
That's what brought it to the old country.
Right, absolutely. Into Brazil. He was the one who pretty much taught the Gracies.
He had the Gracie Challenge before it was a Gracie Challenge. He would
Absolutely.
open it up to whoever to take him down, and they were not able to. Of any type of martial art.
What was it called?
What they call it?
No,
What was his challenge called?
Yeah.
That's a trivia question that has eluded my mind.
Okay.
Tell me again.
No. I would love to hear what your take on it. Let's just.
I don't remember what he called it, but I'm thinking that there was a name. So there was a
Okay.
challenge issued, and he did travel throughout South America, not just Brazil. It caught on because, what was his name? The original Gracie guy.
Carlos?
Not Carlos's dad. George Gracie, maybe? I forget.
Hey, it's
But
not
the
George
dad, it was the
Jefferson.
dad of Carlos. He said, teach
So
my
many.
boys. And Elio was sick and Carlos was not.
Right.
Carlos absorbed it and began learning traditional Japanese jujutsu. The art is jutsu. That's his suffix is J-U-T-S-U. J-U-J-U-T-S-U. Jujutsu is a Japanese art. But because of the language change, they spell it now differently. And because of Elio being a child that was, I think he was sickly. I don't know what his ailments were, but he wasn't as strong as his brother.
Right.
He developed what we now know as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu because of watching his brother in Kondakoma go at it. And he developed a way he could do it. So that meant the weaker person could take out the stronger person because of the different adaptations he made to Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. And
Wow.
that's what became Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Wow.
That's-
That's.
I know that.
There you go.
Awesome.
10 points there. 10 points.
Yep.
No, so, I mean, in terms of differences, what would you say is like, because you mentioned the vibe and the room, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the biggest difference? Because they had you at hello between Kondakoma and Checkmat.
Well, part of it is they have a fundamentals class, which I check my ego at the door. I'm like, you know what? I need to go over the fundamentals, and it's great. And they really walk you through.
A little closer to the mic. There
Sorry
we go.
about that.
No. I want the world to hear your story
Yes, sorry.
and not
I
your
know.
echo.
Not used to being on a mic. So they have the fundamentals class, and so I typically go for the fundamentals class, and I stay for the advanced class after. So I'm usually there twice, for 2 hours, twice to 3 times a week. Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah, and I love it. And the format is just it just flows really well. And my big thing is I need to know why I'm doing something,
Yeah.
and they're really good at explaining the why.
Nice.
Really good at that, and it sticks. And I feel like I just am it's just working for me. So, yeah.
That works, and I mean
does.
that's kind of a lot of methodology behind whatever combat sports that you're involved in. It's like kind of finding what works for you because you can kind of disseminate information as a coach or a sensei in one way, and if you got 5 different students, there's going to have 5 different applications
Absolutely.
of that
Of course.
same training,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So
5 different body types, 5 different approaches.
there you go. Yeah,
At the very
absolutely.
least.
Indeed.
So I guess since arriving at Checkmat, like what have you learned about yourself in terms of the journey? You did mention about checking your ego at the door, but like this is a completely new environment. Like, what have you learned about yourself?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway for me, and it's a constant, it's an everyday thing, is to have, they call it a shoshin, the beginner's mind, and just always walking in the door like a brand new student and just being ready to learn and not allowing myself to be nervous about the process, because I used to get really nervous about it, like, oh, I don't know.
And now you're
anything.
more wabi-sabi.
I'm such a novice. I hate it, and that's me. I hate being a novice at anything for too long. It drives me crazy. And this is one of those sports, those journeys that you have to be a novice for a long time,
Yeah.
Right.
because there's
Absolutely.
so much to learn.
Absolutely.
I saw one of your posts said wabi-sabi. You know what that is, right? To live amongst chaos and be okay with it. Like, you're not always going to have order.
That's not the thing that the
That-
green
that's
stuff that they
what's up.
serve
That's the
with.
color of this table. And
Oh,
I
I
call
was
it
about to
mint.
say-
I want to
okay.
see you eat a mouthful.
Wasabi.
Right?
Ooh.
I could do it. I could do
Because
it.
it
I
has to
love
go
it.
in one way and then out the other.
I'm fine both ways.
I
I
go
bring
to
a
the
bucket
gym.
of ice with me in the morning and I'm good. Right? You got cool things off, huh, Joe?
different methodologies.
That is correct.
How's it go for you, Joe? You eat hot stuff?
I can't do it at my age.
No?
I went to Buffalo Wild Wings, had the hottest wings ever.
Yeah, and your hair turned black?
Dude, I had to ask the dude for a big glass of milk,
Whoa.
and I took some of that blue drink that what they call it. It's a blue bottle. It comes with a milky substance,
Pepto-Bismol?
something like that. But I drank a whole bottle of that.
Mylanta.
There you go.
Mylanta. I never had that.
And I drank a whole. And then in the
That's not a
morning,
town in
I
Georgia?
took
Yeah,
a
it
nice.
is. Mylanta.
I took a nice number 2. It didn't
You
burn.
did. You did. It ruined the
Mylanta
pipes in the
helps.
place you live in.
We're gonna check out pictures
Yeah,
after.
Lake Forest has been ruined forever. Right?
Is there a forest near the lake, or is it a
Well,
lake near the forest?
it now smells like Corona when you go there. You
Oh,
think
10
there's
points there.
pastures of cows
There you
nearby.
go. Shout out to Corona, California.
Jesus.
Corona, the beer that's made in Chicago.
Am I in
So how about
Norco or am I in Lake Forest? Oh, Joey the Bull lives here.
Go back to Oz, you midget.
I know. You know it. I'm vertically challenged, thank you.
that? There you go. I like that. So yeah, the tradition. I mean, the training that you're getting at Checkmat, is that traditional gi or is it no gi?
Yeah, I usually do. It's funny. I've done a couple of no-gi classes, and both of them were at UFC, and I got so throttled. I'm like totally turned off of no-gi.
Wow.
Really?
John's
Wow,
bringing me
okay.
around.
Okay.
It's both.
No, I
Jiu-jitsu
got
is
throttled by a
jiu-jitsu.
couple of 20-year-old white belts, and I'm like, okay. Two things I'm not crazy about: getting thrown and
Yeah.
getting choked.
Oh,
And
well,
that's what
that's
no-gi is
jujitsu.
all about.
So,
So, or at least it was that day.
Yeah.
Those 2 days.
It's all
Um,
jiu-jitsu to me.
yeah,
I know. I
know.
know.
So
I
rock
just
and roll to you too, Billy Joel.
Yeah.
10 points.
You said it.
Right on.
Thank you.
No.
It's all Jewish jitsu to me. Right?
I'm not Borat, so yeah, there you go. Peace.
What did he call it? The chocolate face.
Oh god, he's a genuine.
Genuine chocolate face.
Alan Keyes. Alan Keyes. Why do I know that? Oh my gosh. That's one of the greatest movies ever.
I love that movie.
But I digress.
Pamela. Can I watch that movie with you guys on camera one day? I wanna,
we might need to do a watch
we'll
along.
die on that, right?
You're,
Oh, watch
you're invited.
along?
Yeah.
Yes.
Borat.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh my
Have
God.
you seen it?
No.
Oh, you must watch it.
Yeah,
You'll know
yeah.
where most of my thinking comes from.
Okay, that'll explain a lot
It
then,
explains everything, even though I was worse
So
than
we
that
can
before
blame
this.
Sacha Baron Cohen for
I love
this
that
gentleman.
guy. I love that guy.
I do too, but
You know?
I mean,
When he goes to dinner and bags it at the table, I mean, good lord. What are you going to do, right? Joe, you ever done that? No? Nothing like that, huh?
Well, what are you talking about?
Nothing. Joey's on his phone. He's not paying
I-
attention to
I
the show.
No, I can't. There's
I
a lot
thought
of
you said
stories.
walrus.
No, there's a lot of stories.
Walrus.
I can't even.
What was...
no.
tell
He's
us the-
figuring out the Paul McCartney conspiracy over there.
What was the
I am the
weirdest
walrus.
thing that ever happened at Dennis Rodman's dinner table? Weirdest thing. Weirdest.
Oh,
Top,
Dennis
of,
Rodman.
Dennis
top of your
Rodman.
head.
Okay.
Let's-
We got to hear a Joey story. Real quick.
Yes,
Make it quick, Joe.
absolutely.
We're on a camera here.
Okay. Well, my wife knows the story, but
Okay. Your wife knows it?
Yeah.
I don't want you to get kicked out. If that's the case,
Yeah,
we'll move on.
exactly.
Put it this way: Robert Downey Jr.,
Oh, jeez.
Oh man.
15 girls,
Yep.
Okay.
me on 3. Robin walks in, gives me a high five while I'm scoring the goal.
Oh, whoa. I hope he didn't squirt him. Because then he's like, boom! boom! I've seen
You
that
just
video.
essentially explained the premise of Bruno. Another Sacha Baron. Look me in the eyes.
I've seen it where the guy walks in, he's all boom, lays
No,
him out.
honestly, this is when Robert Downey Jr. was in his down. He was not making Iron Man yet. He
Oh, yeah. He was down and
still
out.
freaking local in the head.
Right?
And he came. Him and his buddy came with about 15 girls, and
Oh.
pretty much I went back to his hotel room
Okay.
to pick up some more stuff. And
Oh,
very emotional moment.
the
to
white
me.
powder substance.
And and so pretty much went back to the Dennis's house.
Yeah.
He chose.
Oh.
He's like, pick what you want. I'm like, I'll do that one. I was young. Then I'm upstairs doing my, and then he brings more. And
I love this. This is why I asked.
the emotional moment.
Yeah.
I just made up like I booked it in my head, and it was
Love
just
it.
like
And then
amount of
Joey the
Coke.
Bull.
and then Robert Downey Jr. walks to the same room, says, "There you go, kid." I'm like, yeah.
So that's the emotional moment.
Well, this is when I was a lot more skinny. I mean, I was about 210.
Well, that was the
I
white powder doing that.
How I wasn't on there. Never touched that stuff like there, brother.
There you go.
I was
Snowing in
still, I
Peru.
was still boxing. I was young. I was in the celebrity game.
I like
It
that.
was all new to me.
Yeah.
It was,
It was
that
all
movie,
new to you.
It's like that movie with that kid that wrote about the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Oh, it's almost famous.
That was
10
my life.
points
That
there.
was my life.
Cameron
Being
Crowe.
that kid, but being.
I think that's Cameron Crowe's real life. Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's
Because he directed the
yeah.
movie, but
Sweetwater
it's about.
was really Zeppelin, and that was
Yeah.
him. He
Yeah.
he
That
wrote
was
for
him,
Rolling-
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That was
So-
like my life right there. It was like I didn't drink until I was 25 because I was boxing and all that crazy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
So Dennis Rodman corrupted you.
Pretty much. I
Wow.
love you, Dennis. If you're listening, if you're ever listening, if anybody that knows Dennis is going to show him this podcast, I love you.
Have you met Kim Jong Un?
No.
Because Dennis hangs out with that dude.
Well, you're the same height, bro. Just
we have
put
the
some
same
tape on your eyes.
haircut. There's
Yeah,
a
and
lot
the
of
same
things in
haircut.
common. I am Kim Jong
I mean,
Un.
your eyes are close. I mean, they're almost there.
It's
little.
true. Oh.
Hey, you know what? We're not gonna
Oh.
get bombed because
Kim
guess
Jong
what?
Dondo's in the house.
The censorship doesn't allow this show to be broadcasted there.
That's
so
right.
We're not big in South or North Korea.
It's North Korea.
Korea's-
Yeah, it's
yeah.
north.
Is it like North and South Carolina?
Kinda.
Like
Kind of sort of a different.
Oh, by the way, my wife is watching. Hi, babe. I love you. And you're right. It's that Malox. I think that's what it's called. That's what she told me.
Oh, Maylox.
Okay.
Don't watch
And-
the
and
rest
she
of
was-
the
Mindy
show.
Hinojosa.
And she
Shout
was-
out to Mindy.
She told me do not eat that shit, and I still ate it, and my mouth was burning at Buffalo
Wow.
Wild Wings.
Not with Burning Love, Elvis.
I even tried to wipe out the sauce.
Okay.
That
Wipe
shit was
off
still
the
burning.
sauce, huh?
Yeah,
What type of sauce was this?
it was the hottest sauce they have at Buffalo Wild Wings. Which Buffalo Wild Wings want to sponsor us? Great wings, love them.
Oh, no.
There you
Sponsor
go.
me because I'll eat ghost pepper. I'll eat whatever you bring me. I don't give a
Hey,
damn.
Ghost Pepper Gonzalez. He's not gonna eat you.
Speaking of Ghost Pepper Gonzalez, if you didn't catch him at Combates, it was a killer win.
Yes,
We love the
absolutely.
guy, right?
Yeah, man. Pupil out of Ian Harris's fight.
And
Science
his
MMA.
parents make hot sauce, so he's Ghost Pepper,
There you go.
right?
There you go.
LA's own Ghost Pepper Gonzalez.
Yes, it
Eric.
is.
Oh yeah, just real quick.
Tell
after not to throw off the subject, my wife was driving a Matrix since 05. We just got her a new car yesterday.
What'd you get her?
Yay.
I thought she was in the
a
Matrix.
Prius Prime.
Whoa, it's a
Wait.
Prius family.
You went from one movie franchise to the other?
I know.
You went from Matrix to
To a
Optimus Prime?
Optimus Prime.
Fuck yeah. Right on. 10 points there.
No, but she loves the car. It's something that she.
Are we giving car
grew to-
reviews on the Jim
I'm
Crasher
just
show?
letting you know.
That's what we-
She's very happy.
Wow, when are you
I
going to break
mean-
it in and tell us about the shocks? To blow the wheels off
Hey,
that
that's
Prius.
fat shaming.
Dude.
Don't be an asshole.
Got to blow the wheels off that thing.
She can't drive stick shift, bro. I'm still teaching her.
Right? Does
Wait.
does it have a lot of trunk space, Joe? Tell us.
Well, the trunk space is not that huge because that's where they have the big battery now.
Oh,
There's no
got it.
spare tire in these cars. What they do is they
wow.
give you a gel, you fill up the tire, and you pump it up with the air that's attached to the
Oh,
car.
I see. Well, you got to do what you got to
You're
do.
still talking about cars, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Back
I
to MMA talk. I'm just letting you. I'm very happy for my wife because
Thank you, Mindy. Thank you, Mindy. We have
Mindy's
a new,
awesome.
The new sitcom Pork and Mindy is coming to you soon.
You said Pork and Mindy,
Pork and Mindy.
babe. I'm about to kick his ass.
That's right.
I've been losing weight, bro.
Or if
This
it's
is my fourth
I love
week of
Robin
keto.
Williams. That
That's
was
it.
great.
Or if
10
they're
points.
if they're in the back of the car, it's Pork and Mindy.
No, believe it or not, this is my fourth week of keto, so I've been doing great.
You're doing great. The keto burrito diet. I'm on that Beach Boulevard diet. Whatever's on the way on Beach Boulevard, I eat.
A lot of herpes.
That's right. Oh, there's a lot of that. Right?
And yeah, absolutely.
What diet are you on?
What? Yeah. Ooh.
It's okay. It's okay, Pumpkin. I'm not going to pick on you.
I was gonna ease into that, but go ahead.
No. I was talking to you. Is it
Me?
top ramen and hot dogs?
I had
No,
some
about to say,
tacos.
I know that Annette eats well.
No, I don't do diets.
You don't do
No,
diets.
no, I just have a lifestyle.
Okay.
I'll
So
tighten
do I.
the reins. I'll tighten the reins if I got a goal to achieve.
Lifestyle.
So this.
So it's just,
I mean, it is
What does
Taco
that
Tuesday
consist
if it's
of?
lifestyle.
and I do Taco Tuesday just about every week.
10
I just don't
points.
eat.
Yes.
I just don't have tortillas.
I like that Annette has
Wait.
4 white fingers and 1 black finger.
Yeah, see?
Keeping it real.
That's for Adam Woods.
Keeping it real.
If she keeps
You
her,
are
that's
so-
her
I have diverse
So-
fingers.
There you go.
I have diverse
That's
fingers.
right. That's right. I like
They
it.
match my car.
Adam's got 5 black fingers. He's not thinking of any of us. I mean, come on.
Oh my
You gotta
god.
share
Oh no.
I was gonna say there was a bit of segregation there, but
a little bit.
I digress.
We keep digressing.
Yeah, absolutely.
this show's
But
about.
honest, you guys look like an ice cream flavor.
We are.
Choco Taco.
We are.
Choco Taco.
We'll say
Wow. There you go.
mocha almond fudge. What do we got here? Double chocolate malted crunch.
And
Vanilla
just
bean.
Vanilla bean.
Vanilla bean.
Why are people talking about my crunch?
I don't know. What is Robert? Coconut chocolate.
And what am I? I'm just.
He's like a.
I'm horchata.
Your pork flavored vodka.
Oh my god, this guy. Babe, I might go to jail tonight, sweetheart.
Pork and Mindy. I love that. That's your new
Is there
sitcom.
such a thing?
Did you know that Adam's porn name is Dark Diggler?
Dark Diggler.
Wow.
He likes that.
Hey,
because
when
he's seen the
Hey,
movie.
I thought I was going to get into wrestling, and I thought a cool name when I was like 17
Yeah.
was Dictator. Until my
He shows you a potato that looked like a dick.
no, because it's like a dictator.
Oh, I know. That's
And I
Kim
would be a
Jong Un.
heel.
I know.
I would be a heel,
Yeah.
and essentially, my cousin convinced me like it sounded too much like dictator. Which,
Whoa!
if that's how you roll, that's
That is
cool.
called the Freudian
We're an
slip.
equal opportunity show, you know.
Keister.
I thought my name was going to be Dictator. What about Dictator? And did I taste it? No, I didn't taste it.
doesn't really go,
But that's
Robert.
not
He
as bad
swallowed
as
it.
me
Yeah.
confusing, deprecating, and defecating.
Apologize to all of our fans out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, we're
She's not gonna be able to go to church
Jim
anymore.
Crashers has turned a
They kick
corner.
her out of the congregation.
into where?
It's
Yeah,
back
the
into
street.
Joey Diaz land.
Joey Diaz.
We're bringing it.
That's
We
a
love him.
different Joey.
I love that guy.
Yeah, man.
Right?
What up, cocksucker?
Coco is my favorite. Robert said I can't act like
That's
him.
why
I
I'm
said
here.
I won't. I'll just be myself. I love that guy. He's my favorite. He's my idol.
I thought I was your favorite Coco.
Well, you are my favorite Renato Larange lookalike.
10 points.
Right?
There
You
go.
know it, right? My
Yeah,
kava,
Poha Carao.
kava drinking, chieftain having, chocolate man from Inglewood. I love this guy.
That's as diverse as it gets. We filled that. I think we're gonna get a scholarship or something.
Inglewood.
Sponsor a
Yeah,
blind
they're-
kid from Sarajevo or whatever.
Maybe he could be a jockey at the new Hollywood Park.
Now, right now, I'm letting you know we got some fans that are watching us from Florida.
Hey.
Florida.
Some of my cousins out there. They're actually up right now.
Got
Like,
cousins
guys,
in Florida? Are you
Well,
Cuban?
fortunately, I'm not. You know, I'm behind the scenes, sweetheart. But
Come on,
I
Black,
still
over
love
here.
you.
Come over here so they can see you.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus!
absolutely.
He's a good-looking man, right? Let's see.
Here come pork and beans.
Here
I was
she
gonna
comes.
say sexual chocolate, but
Pork
you're
and beans is when
different
I'm
than
with
chocolate.
you, baby.
You're like a.
Here he comes,
Like a,
Joey the bull, coming on camera. He just blocked the entire camera a second ago. He went ass
Wow.
first. He went
wow.
ass first on that
There
shot.
you go.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
there he is,
There you
Joey.
go.
Hey, what's up, folks?
It's Joey.
Run DMC in the house. Joey the Bull Santana with my boys here and this fine young lady. We do apologize in her. What you are right now? You're on your
Instagram Live.
Instagram
Instagram
Live.
Live, yeah.
Yo, we apologize for all the
Alright.
bad talk. Please allow her back in your church. We're all a bunch of sinners here.
Do I
Laheim. Laheim.
Man, we look like the Three Stooges.
Laheim. Wait.
Joey's half Jewish
Jesus. Wait. Does that make me Mo?
by injection.
I'm,
Mo?
yeah, I'm Curly, and
Yeah.
we like to.
She can be Darla.
I'm
Let's go
Shemp.
for the Little Rascals here.
Call me Shemp.
Holy crap.
Oh, you are? You're definitely Stymie.
I'm Stymie. I like that. I dig that. I can
Anyway,
do that.
folks, we love you out there. Thanks for showing. I'll be able to go back to the seat, but my girls from Florida, love you, girl.
That's it. That's Joey the bull.
I got fans all over the place, kid.
That's right.
Nice.
Yep,
Joey.
and that's not just from the Dennis Rodman stories. So there's that.
The man who blew up Lake Forest.
Oh, jeez. Hey, you
After
can't
some
say-
hot wings.
This is post 9/11. You can't say blew up anywhere.
Well, I didn't say the B word. I said blew up.
Oh,
The other word they can't say in the airport,
there you go.
right?
But then the other type blew up the house was like a Johnny Lang track from.
Oh, he's
like,
really good. I like
Circa
that guy.
210.
That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
He's a fucking badass blues.
I didn't know you
guitarist.
liked that.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I thought you still stuck on like Salt and Pepper and stuff like that.
That would be Joey the Bull. We
Oh,
don't all
that
look
is-
alike.
that is
I know he's a
definitely-
handsome man.
That is your jam, huh?
What's that?
What was the music you were listening to while you were at Dennis Rodman's place underneath that table with that girl?
Babe, I apologize once again.
It was Push It.
Too late to
Push It,
apologize.
Ryuk.
No, you know what?
That's like 3 years ago.
That bell.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come
No,
on.
there was honestly there was a lot of Pearl Jam playing.
Oh, I don't like
nice.
them.
A lot of
not my
Rascal, believe it or not, Rascal Flats.
Oh, you're a country
Life
boy.
is a highway.
Not that song.
Oh, okay.
We when they sold out to Cars, that was I kind of
love that.
Hey,
That's the
you
only
know
one
what?
I
They
know.
covered Tom Cochran, and it was
That's great.
Cool.
But a lot of Pearl Jam.
Better Man or
Butter, man.
Better Man? I said Better Man.
I have another one of my boys' comments says those Robin stories are legit 100%.
I know, it's what
this
I
guy
hear.
named Jesse. He's chimed in right now.
Right on.
I snuck that guy in Robin's limo. And
no.
Yeah, and him and that one basketball player just recently died. He was on Fox Sports, lived out in Seal Beach.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, they were fighting for some chick, and he went up. Winning the chick, and my boy Jesse kind of got kicked to the curb.
Whoa.
Wow.
There's a bunch of glaze on those donuts, and it wasn't your glaze.
I forgot what was his name, Jess. If you're out there listening, that one basketball player that passed away.
Joey's
played
taking
with
over the
Dennis.
show. Might as well
He
just get
lo-
on camera.
But he died after all of those stories.
That's
No,
Joey's
but I mean,
business.
he had an illness. I mean, I'm not trying to talk shit on this guy.
Oh no! I was like, is there like survivor's remorse? Do we need to turn this into like a intervention show?
It's all good, bro.
You
I
okay,
can be
Joe?
the dude that cries. Let me tell you, I still love you.
I don't want to do crybaby shows.
Ah!
I can't do it.
Come on.
I'm
I'm
not
just
that
crying
guy.
because I'm laughing so hard.
Okay, there you go.
Anyways, back on track. We had the Jim Crashers.
Oh, it was Jack
Dojo.
Haley. There you go.
Jack Haley.
You
There
just
you go.
interrupted my segue.
Sorry,
we had the Jim Crashers Dojo grand opening. I don't know if our producer, Pox News, has that ready, but
Chicken
I'd
Pox
like to
News?
show a little bit of footage from the 5-on-5 tournament. That was brought to us by Robert Simerson. He actually is he's the brains of the operation because I didn't know what he was talking about, but it turned out awesome.
And I had a chance to MC that show. I was your
Oh, that's right.
Matt
Joe-
announcer.
Let me say that. Joey was a great MC. He brought
You
the
got the
matches
voice.
on. He
That's for
really,
sure.
really took care of business, made things seamless. Our boy Jesse, what's Jesse's last name? Ventura? Jesse was the referee. Miguel refereed for a while, took care of business. I kind of kept people from breaking the walls. We have a hole in our wall now because people went flying through it.
Nice.
They almost went flying through mirrors. When you get guys the size of Iwi, which is half Joey the Bull, all muscle.
That guy was crazy.
He trains here at Dillo
guy's a
Jiu-Jitsu.
monster.
Throwing people around is all muscle, and it was just amazing that we didn't have injuries
Wow.
because the level of
But we did
competition
have
was
some
high.
coaches that were very,
Yeah,
you know,
it was fun though. They made it
it was
fun.
good. It was good.
It was all good fun.
It was
went
all
back
for
and
free
forth.
too.
You know, people get heated because it's competition, and you're going to go back and forth with your feelings and your wants. But, you know, at the end of the day, it was great jiu-jitsu. I'm proud to have been a part of it. We can't wait to bring you the second version of this and do it even better and even bigger. I know Robert's got ideas in his head because we're going to tie up some loose ends. But this is some footage from the first one. Instructor Kent to the left. He's one of our instructors for wrestling. Joey Bill with the microphone in his hand. And this is Tillis. Oh, no, that's Iwi. Iwi versus Badger Crew.
That guy's a monster.
So that's 5 Locos versus the Badgers. And yeah, they're both monsters. And there is Jesse Ventura
Whoa.
with a Cauliflower Nation shirt. See that gorilla? Check out Cauliflower Nation. He is a great guy. Chris Craig, Killer Designs. That is the backside of John Arredondo to the right. Thank you, Robert.
And you
That's
can
your
see
good
Robert.
side,
You can
right?
see Robert sitting back there too.
Robert does a lot of sitting. There it is, the Our Life logo on my shirt. Check out Our Life CBD. You notice at the Jim Crashers Dojo, we got all kind of window space, got garage doors that open up so people can check it out. There's referee Miguel in the background calling the other match.
Don't you get our people in the back of those awesome chairs for the muscle?
Oh, that's right. What did they call that, Robert? Stand by me? What was it? Stay ready.
Stay
there
ready.
we go. Stay ready. They are. Okay, let me tell you. I've not been to a jiu-jitsu tournament where somebody at the level of stay ready is there for recovery. and they have a unique method for that recovery to bring lactic acid down in your legs and your arms to get you back so that you're match ready within just a few minutes. And they are performance related people that are sports therapists. They're skilled, and they have great products. And great,
Snags all day too.
what do they call those mechanisms that they use, Robert? You know those?
Compression boots.
Compression? Okay. Okay, Normatec and Gain Lady, Robert tells us. I don't know what that is, but I love it.
Compression.
And that kid right there, Anthony, coming out of Tillis, 20 years old, and a savage. That's all I got to say.
Goon Squad.
Goon Squad. Is he a Goon Squad guy in Tillis? That's right. That's right.
That guy was amazing until he went up to him against
He went up against Ziwi.
Yeah, that was the battle.
About to break ankles right there, 10th planet on a Goon Squad guy. I love this. Close up with jiu-jitsu. I can watch this all day. There's my boy Javier in the background. JT. Hope you're watching, JT. No Tillis. And then, what's the kid's name from 10th planet right there? Really cool looking Indian fellow. Kui, not Kui, the other guy. Sizu. We saw him last night at Combat Jiu-Jitsu. He's someone that is not to be underestimated at 10 Planet headquarters. He's very unassuming, but man, when you see him roll, this is him right here. He starts flipping around. He rolls in the field, and he's picked up the 110 pounds.
Look at Robert in the background.
I
He's
was
doing the
not
left and
kidding
back.
when I said Zissou is incredible. This guy.
And the weather was great. It wasn't hot. It was perfect.
You see the smile on his face? He's unfazed by anything. He just likes jiu-jitsu.
That guy's like a little monkey. That guy's amazing.
He brings back the jungle to the sport. I love that. Just so cool and so calm and collected and just playing. Look at that. Got his feet up. Just digs it. The guy's twice his size. He's just cruising. That's jiu-jitsu. I love this guy. He's having nothing but a good time. Look at the guys in the background, the shirtless guys. That's Robert's erotica going on.
No, I'm about to say. That's why I had to sit down for a little bit. You know.
We need to have shirt matches, Robert. I know.
I mean, I like wrestling with my shirt off.
Oh yeah, but that's what you want, Porky Mindy. Here we go. I believe that's the backside of one of our guys. Oh, that's Josh. Josh from Laguna Hills, and he's on the Dragon Squad. But, representing West
We're on his chest.
Sub-fighter MMA guys.
What is your first fight?
Robert's looking for a certain match. Before we finish, we're going to cut back to Annette Cole, so just hang in there while we look at some footage because I'm going to go through this.
Footage that we're watching right now.
Goon Squad, Four Locos,
Oh yeah, it's
Blue
good.
Man.
So go to YouTube or go to Facebook Live. We're looking at the tournament. Robert's zipping through it.
Tell them the
Have it later, but it's okay.
It's like zipping through the story modes when you watch porn.
It is, yes. I go
Go
straight.
straight.
I'm quick. I'm a 10-second guy. Go right through it.
You go straight to the point.
That's right. It's called scrubbing, right? Is that what they call it? Robert, when you're forwarding through stuff on video, it's scrubbing. What do you call it? That's right. That's right. Oh, this guy's really cool. Is that John, purple belt John, or is he brown belt now?
Roman versus Quan.
Purple belt John out around is such a gentleman. Instructor over there. Okay, yeah, Roman.
Ruga, yeah.
Roman, yep. Roman's a cool dude. I like his style. Shucks him.
Watch it for the level change. Here it comes.
We're all at a loss for words. Shucks him one more time. Quiet as the show's ever been. There it is. And that happened and if you heard the sound of his neck hitting the ground,
Winner, Blue Man, Goon Squad.
Goon Squad.
that's it.
It's a Coliseum Gladiator
Yeah.
show.
I
And,
love that show, by the
Yeah,
way.
man, and
I love that.
He won the Coliseum Gladiator title that night.
That was the night. I think we were all there that night. That was the inaugural event at the Coliseum. And the
Nice.
sun set behind by the Olympic stuff, and you could see it. Right?
The Olympic stuff. Yeah,
I didn't know Adam
That's
Woods then, but I was there getting tacos with the guys. Me, Miguel, and Robert were there.
nice.
Compliments
Right
to Tony Padilla, who's in Colombia right now. Thank you, Tony. Shout out to the homeboys who are South America.
on. Yep.
Combates in Peru tonight.
Is it Peru?
Yeah, I think it's actually Friday, but they're here. The guys are all landing. Michael Gross is down there in Costa Rica. They're all making their way to Peru. I think it's Peru. I don't know. You
I'm
tell me.
not
You said Costa
I'm not
Rica.
going to-
Why would Tony be in Colombia if it was in Peru, or if it was in Costa Rica? It's more
I'm
south.
not going to touch that.
Well,
It
you
is
know,
what it
I
is.
want to maybe have her share some breathing exercises maybe with you guys for a minute.
Are you getting back to Annette? Okay.
I'm just-
We're gonna leave that one alone and go back to breathing exercises with Joey and Annette.
So, I mean, just can you show these guys? I mean, how
Yeah.
to,
Yeah, absolutely.
There are several different techniques. One of the easiest ones, and you can even do this. If you did this every morning when you get up and every night when you go to bed, so you can do it before you get out of bed and as soon as you lay down, before you close your eyes, you can do this one. So basically, you inhale 6 count. So you got to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you hold the inhale for 6 count. And then you got to slowly exhale for 6 count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then you hold the bottom for 6 count. Like the 4 corners of your breath. So you do that 6 times. It's easy to remember, just a series of 6.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
Now, why would you do that in the morning and night?
basically, you're just getting oxygen to your blood. You're oxygenating your blood, waking up your brain. It's a good way to just get better blood flow. I couple that with my Nitro Extreme, the nitric oxide booster that I use, and that's my pre-workout.
You need one of
Now,
those,
by
Joe?
doing that in the morning, that will kind of relieve all the headaches that people normally get in the mornings, or
It can help, yeah.
It can
And I
help
think
with
over
headaches.
time, and if someone really employs these breathing techniques and does them throughout the day, I mean, you could do them while you're driving, you could do them while you're in the bathroom, in the shower, whatever. I mean, there's
Joey's going to
I gotta
pass
hold my
out.
breath. I'm faint. I'm driving.
Prius just went off the
Yeah,
road
you know,
on the
You got to be
22.
careful which one you're doing when you're driving, but there's any number.
There's a Prius in the doorway of Yoshinoya on Harbor Boulevard. Flew off the 22.
Went off. He's
I'm gonna
passed
start
out
doing that.
behind
Next
the
time
wheel.
you come in, I'm gonna tell you how it works.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start
You
doing
got to
it
try the
tonight.
nitric stuff she's got too, man. That's a magic in a bottle.
Right.
Really?
That's
So,
pretty
yeah.
Especially before your performance activities.
So I guess how do you consume it? Is it like a pill form? Is it?
It's actually the supplements that I use are all liquid.
Stay off my leg,
All
Adam.
liquid.
Wow.
Which is more bioavailable.
Stay off my leg.
Okay.
Voila.
Whoa! Right on.
Takes
And I
2
have- I
drops
have a
of
little
that.
one- yeah, I got a little one, but yeah, you can.
So
use,
does Dondo.
Oh, yeah. Hey, but I make it work.
I have a little bottle that I carry
make
around
it
with
work.
me. But yeah, I just put this under my tongue, let
Right?
it sit there for about 30
Okay.
seconds, and
Don't try it, Adam.
Yeah, this
He's
is,
going to be on my leg going,
but it's good stuff. A lot of the a lot of the fighters I work with are starting to use it, and they're seeing the light. Because, these guys can only train as hard as they can train. They train their asses off. I mean, we got Worlds coming up this week.
Right.
And these guys are training like crazy. And really, at some point, you can no longer increase your endurance with training. You have to supplement it somehow. And my expertise is helping people do it through their nutrition. And it's not just, this is an excellence, one of the best supplements I've ever found on the market for nitric oxide boosting. It goes through the nitrite pathway, so it's more immediate and
Tastes good.
yeah, it's a little tart. Some people complain that
I
it's
dig
tart,
it.
but yeah, he tried it,
Yeah.
and
I had a half a bottle or, a little bottle. I was like,
yeah, it's
you
pretty
know
good.
me. Put it in front of me. I'll eat it.
There you go.
Oh, Joey.
Subtlety
try it.
here.
If it's in front of me, I eat it, Joey.
No, but
Yes,
it's
of
good
course.
stuff. So in conjunction, the two together, it makes a great pre-workout.
So, what are some of the benefits that some of the athletes are finding after taking your product? And not just that, but also how long does it take to generally see results, even if incremental?
Well, this is kind of immediate. You can take it and get immediate effect off of it,
Wow.
typically within 10 to 15 minutes because it is in the liquid form.
Okay.
And again, if you put it sublingual, it tends to absorb quicker.
Under the tongue.
Yeah, sorry.
You want
Yeah.
to demonstrate, Adam?
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I had some on my way here, so
Okay. So I
I don't want to take any more.
Right?
That's up to you.
Go for it.
All right. Let's see.
Take
So
a
what is
Honey,
the
he'll be home in an
recommendation?
hour.
Well, since it's
won't be able to
almost
drive
9 o'clock
after
at
that.
night, you want to be able to go. And it doesn't.
No, he
jack
stays
you
up till 5 a.m.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, then take 2.
He's
Take
a
Take 2 dropperfuls.
Wow. Okay.
Adam
About
is
2
a
hours.
is a private
Like one will
driver
be-
at night.
So fill it up.
Hey, not a
Once.
private dancer. That's different.
Yeah. So that's like 1 ml right there.
One
Look
right
at
here.
that.
That's actually you
gotta
filled it
put
up pretty good. So
under
just
your tongue.
All right.
yeah.
Drop it in. I think you're gonna skip
One.
driving and go
Right.
right home. I hope the kids
Once-
go to bed early.
Well, you're you're a big guy. Take another half.
I
She
like
said
to
it. She
say
said
I'm
it.
svelte, but okay.
Well, no, I'm just saying compared
You are.
to me.
Okay.
I mean, I actually
That's
take
fair.
3.
Hardcore.
I take
He goes
3.
hardcore.
And then I go, and here's, while you're doing that, I'll talk
Okay.
about the benefits. So, it prolongs your, it's increasing your blood volume because it's relaxing all the smooth muscles. So you're not going to get your heart rate's not going to get jacked up. It's not synthetic. It's not anything that's, caffeine.
Okay.
If
it's-
Lamar Odom took it, he would have been better off when he was out there at the Bunny Ranch.
Wow.
Okay.
Are we punching up or down?
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know, but I was there at the Bunny Ranch, and they have his pictures on the wall, and the Kardashians came to get him, and he should have used the nitric oxide.
It's good.
Just saying.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Well, the immediate benefits are it helps to reduce inflammation because it is opening everything up and
Okay.
allowing for fresh blood flow.
All
That's
right.
number 1. So as a result of that, it's helping to increase your endurance.
Okay.
All right. And you can't overdose on it. You can't take too much.
Whoa.
I have had weekends where I was like out at a conference like in Utah last week ago.
Yes, she was.
And every day we're like, okay, it's 1:30, 2 o'clock. We got to be up at 5. So by the third day, pretty wiped out. But I just take it throughout the day, and it keeps my energy levels good.
That's pretty
So,
cool.
Yeah,
Even
I
with
mean,
the change of altitude and
yeah, that's what was jacking me up was the
Okay.
change of altitude.
Fair
and
enough.
it didn't even dawn on me until like the second day. I'm like,
Okay.
oh my God, it's the altitude thing.
Yeah.
Because
Why
I was
can't I
working out.
breathe?
I'm like, why do I feel so like I'm just dragging?
Yeah.
But it helped a lot. It helped dramatically. It helps with recovery. So you can go harder, faster, longer, and you can return to beast mode a lot faster.
There
You
you
don't
go.
you don't need as long a recovery. I'll do weight training and feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow, and then I'm not because of this.
That's cool.
So it's pretty awesome. Yeah, and you can go. You just go from I'll roll for an hour, and I'll feel like I can go for one more, which is why what I do. I do
There you
2
go.
hours back to back and feel pretty good. And that's the report I'm getting back from some of these fighters that I'm working with. Also helping them to choose mineral-rich foods because that also helps to increase your nitric oxide level. So you can eat a high nitric oxide diet, like beets are supposed to be really good. There's
love
actually like
beets.
a beet juice that's out there, beet powder. Subpar to this. This is people ask, well, what is it? Why is it so good? And it's the noni. It's from the noni plant.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
the fruit of the
absolutely.
noni, and it's
Adam grows that
it's
on his island.
concentrated.
we do. We do.
Eat lots of those. Yeah, so it's really good.
And goji berries.
Right. So I guess as a pre-workout, how does it compare to other pre-workouts that you've taken in the past?
There's no caffeine,
Okay.
obviously, and most of them have caffeine. There is niacin, so that gets you kind of flush and
Okay.
feels like your skin's tingly. There is niacin in there.
Okay, I
Magnesium,
thought it was just me and the lights.
CoQ10, yeah,
You do.
Right,
You look
right.
rather pale.
Okay. Cool.
yeah. So
Oh,
it's,
cool. I got a moon tan.
There you go. Absolutely.
it's the lights.
There you go. Yeah, we're swimming on the lights. I like it. No, it's pretty awesome.
I agree. It's a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
product.
Yeah.
Check her out.
So it's good.
Is it Kyani.com? What do they do?
No, don't go to Kyanie.com. Just reach out to me through my Instagram, Heart and Soul on Fire.
Heart and Soul on Fire.
What's
Heart
up?
and Soul on Fire, yeah.
There you are in Greenland. We're in
I know,
Greenland.
we're green. They don't get the benefit of our cool background up there.
No, but they can
That's
check
okay.
it out later because it's all parked on YouTube.
Yes, exactly. We'll
Like
put
us,
all the
subscribe
links
to
up.
us, and share that link.
Yes,
There you go.
Right?
Yeah, man.
indeed.
Gym Crashers every week at 8, every Tuesday at 8 right now, till we decide on whether we're not going to switch. We're not going to switch.
It's kind of
We'll see.
up in the air.
It is what it is. Joey's here, so I don't want to come in on Sunday when he has church.
Yes.
I mean, temple.
Is that your dig on him? He's got a body of a god, but it's Buddha.
Oh, well, that'd be a whole different thing. This
That's
is the
jacked
guy
up,
right here.
Gonda. I gotta. We
this
went
guy's cracking on you.
telepathic here.
That's
and
right.
I read your thoughts.
My
all
friend
good.
here.
It must be this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I didn't take it. You did.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
And under the
feel like
table, he's
You're gonna be in
tickling me
the
with his
zone.
toes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like a kinetic energy. I
All
should
I-
have
all I
done this
can
before
say-
the show.
I'm getting
Right?
tickled
Yeah.
by
I
toes
I did.
under the
I was
table.
driving here. I'm like, whoop.
There we go.
I got
On
Adam's
board.
wood under the table.
In the
He's
zone.
tickling me.
I
Yeah, it
can't
helps
wait for
you
those breathing
focus, too.
exercises. I can't wait.
Look at his face. I love that face.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what else is cool about those breathing exercises? The one thing that since I started doing them is when I am rolling and I'm trapped under somebody and we're like in that holding pattern, that resting pattern, I'll start to employ that breathing. Another one too that's really important is to do nasal breathing. That also helps to increase your nitric oxide. If you inhale and exhale through your nose.
Wow.
Yeah, all kinds of.
That depends on the size of your nostrils.
We're gonna have to have her on
Somebody
again.
with a deviated septum would probably have a hard time doing all that nose breathing, especially
all
if
have
their
that from
heart
being
rate
punched
is
in
over
the face.
75.
All of us have been punched in the
I
face
know
too
it.
much, so
Get it
it's what we
fixed.
have.
Get it fixed.
I have no profile.
Again, Rock LA. That's
You
what
can
I
borrow
got.
some of mine.
Right?
I got the Greek nose. You can
There you
borrow
go.
some of
But I kind of feel like the Rodman stories are related to his deviated septum. So
mine. Oh, well.
that might be irreversible.
Oh, he went nose skiing.
There you go.
I didn't say that.
Well, we've got an ear and then the nose, so we're covering the face.
I like it.
If you give us another 15 minutes, we'll probably get the eyes.
You know what? I have a feeling the crazy folks from the Royal Ramble are going to come barging in any
And
moment.
I'll be on that show, folks. Still be behind the scenes. Check us out, Royal Ramble, after this show at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
Another
On
fabulous
free
show
admission.
here on the Free Admission Media Network.
Have you done that show? You should do
Oh,
that
I
show
think I hit
because
my
you're an
hour
expert.
max.
What?
It's coming. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
you blacked out.
hey.
So we know
Yeah.
we've done our hour.
Yeah, man.
Go home and take a shower.
Oh, they're probably home taking a shower to us.
It could be.
Probably.
I feel unclean when I look at us.
We're a pretty cool tree,
Right?
though, I think.
I'm kind of permanently this color, so
Kinda.
A lot
All
of-
over, too.
to LAPD,
Even
I'm always
if-
unclean.
Summer
Anywho,
or winter, he has
regardless
a
of the
permanent tan. I love that, right?
accent. There you go. So, Annette, where can people find you on social media?
Well, I'm on Facebook, although I seem to be more on Instagram these days. So Heart and Soul on Fire, Annette Coles, Kohls, no apostrophe. I get that a lot. People actually spell my name with the apostrophe.
Oh, like the
Like
store.
the store. I'm like, really?
Oh,
I need to bring back some Amazon items. I'm going to see Annette Coles.
Please don't. No, definitely not. Yes, you can find me there. DM me if you want any information. Happy to help. Help you do some breathing techniques.
Breathing.
Find me at UFC Gym in Huntington Beach. I'm a coach there. I help people that want to do any number of things fitness related, whether it's the elite athlete or the person looking to lose weight and just get fit. So I am also doing rehab for athletes, especially with Worlds coming up.
Wow.
Getting booked up for that. So helping people with the myofascial release. I've got this great little tool.
Oh,
Have you
yes.
seen that? The little scraper.
We got friends at Hot Grips that do that.
Yes, good stuff.
so we should be sending John Jones to her?
Well, that's a different recovery.
I heard rehab and nose scraping, so I was like, that might be a perfect fit.
Muscle scraper.
Coming from
That'll
my
be the
friend
USADA
Adam
any day,
Woods.
right?
That's right.
Yeah,
A USADA enchilada.
there you go. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
We're jamming.
Yeah. So, dude, thank you for having us. Or,
Yeah.
yeah,
Both.
Yeah,
Thank you.
essentially, it's a mutual.
It's great to have
transaction.
Annette back. She'll be back again. She's a friend of the
Yes.
show.
Yes.
Yeah. And what cool progressions you'll make in the
Next 6 months, right?
Just-
Yeah. 2019 is one of those years.
2020 is upon us. Everything will be
Yeah.
visually perfect.
Really.
2020.
I don't know. 2020, yeah, it should
I'm
be.
not cosmetically appeasing, so.
Or if it's Barbara Walters, this is 2020.
I'm Hugh Downs.
Yeah, I bet you are. Huge
Yes.
downs.
Or Downs.
It's that
Never
huge
mind.
downer.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm just Joey the Bull.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Joey.
Joey, I think you should take us out, my man.
Well, folks, this was a great show with our Gym Crasher cast, our whole situation with Robert Dondo.
What's that guy's name in the middle?
What's the guy's name? Adam Woods.
Nameless face. Yeah.
Dark Diggler.
The many faces.
Anyway,
Loves it.
this is Gym Crashers. We're signing out. Have a good night.
That's right.
Thank
See
you
you
for
next
joining
week.
us.
Catch
Thank
Joey
you,
on
Nat.